a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome, folks, to Camp Randall Stadium, home field of the Wisconsin Badgers. As we see the number 8 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Deep to begin the game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Wisconsin's offense gets onto the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
He'll hand it off. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Here we go. First third down of the game. Let's fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer the year.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envisioned this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught quickly. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instinct.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Off the play fake on first down. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
A great call by the defensive coordinator bringing the linebacker from Wisconsin on the blitz, and he gets home for the sack. And boy, they have had as many linebackers over the years as maybe anybody in college football with the ability to rush the quarterback and come up with big sacks like this.
This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it in the open. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense makes the recovery at turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He drops back in the gun. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
But when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Fighting off the defender. Inside the 45. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you just roll the offense out of the way, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The back's got it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the back gets the football. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback. But you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Badgers. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense looking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now on the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. It's a short completion of a big tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the handoff. We've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. The tight end has got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Quarterback drops back. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at midfield. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
It's reeled in. It's Jones. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds an open target on the left side. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Badgers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry-up. They keep him guessing with a run. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Trojans will line up on first and 10.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. And he's got it, no problem.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Pressure is coming. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, and picking up the first down.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's second down here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. It's a draw. He breaks free. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, you could see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The Trojans are in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Second down and goal upcoming. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Looking for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Cement kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He gets to the 30 before stepping out. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Grant down the middle. It's Jones. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Breaks loose at the 45. That's a solid gain. Wins the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. The Badgers pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Same tailback, another carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kurt. You've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll feed the back again. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. he's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to run for the 1st down. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. They're going to run it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and just working that clock.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught by the receiver.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He finds his man. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Looking for a receiver. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers and stopped short of the first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
And the Trojans begin a new series here. 1st and 10.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds.
That'll be enough for a first down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Defense is coming after him.
And they trap him for a sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got a
Deep shot toward the end zone.
He reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44.
Leaning on the run game here late.
Gets the first and still running. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Learn something crazy, Kirk. That should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
This is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Snags a quick throw. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Badgers looking to cash in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Badgers! And the route is on.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. May stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. On the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. They look to throw it here on second down.
He fires downfield. Oh, he makes the catch.
And the gain just good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
That's a first down for the offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw complete to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Third down, out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, USC.
Touchdown, USC. Number 23. With the catch in the end zone.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here.
On the move now.
He goes down, but there's also a flag down. It's on the defense. It's going to be a first down.
That is the score. Wisconsin 31, USC 15.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.